Meme Zawe Dejan Cherenzi Treme Chimben Wambo Nyamben Yandubu Malun Jonde Samwe Da Ganjen Kebe Zujian Zongkapa Losang Chabe Shala So Wande.
From the Buddhist point of view, from the point of view that all sentient beings want to find happiness and be free from sufferings, and none of us is exceptional, from animals that we can see with our eyes, the ones that are crawling on the ground, the ones flying on in the sky. They are all looking for happiness, even though in each individual has a different way of looking for happiness, but the ultimate goal is the same. We're looking for happiness. And the happiness have all sort, we want to have, and the sufferings have all sort, and we want to be free from them. So the root that the root of this, that lead to happiness, or lead to the sufferings, it's not related to the external world, but within our minds, within us. And from Buddhist point of view, the sufferings that we are experiencing in this life, and all the unfavorable conditions that we wish to, stay away from us, are the causes produced by ourselves. For how we convince ourselves that it's ourselves causing these problems and not someone else. We can think about an example, of this. If there's one accident, with a big bus, lots of people, the bus get hit, have a car accident, this, people who experience in the same in bus experiencing this accident, some are dead and some are not hurt, and so the results are different. And some wear the seatbelts and saved their lives, and some didn't wear the seatbelts for some reason. And this is all those differences behind it are the causes. Why someone wears seatbelt, someone doesn't. Why someone hurt someone else doesn't. Why somebody survives, somebody doesn't. And the same with the tsunamis or earthquake. The people who experience the same event but have different outcomes. So this from Buddhism philosophy, it is based on cause and conditions and produce the results. Just like for in order to become a flower, to bloom, the seed is important, but also need water, sun and nutrition. And so for us it's the same. We have the causes within us. Conditions are different. So the results are different. And then give us another example. We can eat the same food. We had a different result. Somebody really enjoying the food, and somebody would get sick, and or we would all eat the bad food. Somebody would never get sick, and somebody would get sick very badly. And the root of that is the karma that we produced, what different karmas we produced in the past lives. And so this life, when we meet the same conditions, secondary conditions, it produces results. So if all this analysis lead to one conclusion, that it's all these causes within within ourselves. And how we can with happiness, found happiness and to be free from sufferings. We need to know that this life, when we meet something unpleasant, it's because our past and the karmas a condition for that to produce the unfavorable results. And if this life we do something that is very successful, have a good family, or have a good career, everything's smooth, that is because in our past lives, so we had generated some good karma, and that karma meet a favorable condition in this life and pursue results. But it doesn't matter, that causes, either the causes of the negative the suffering, or the causes that generate the happiness that we're so enjoying this life. So the moment they produce the results, that causes are gone. So it is necessary to know that the things in the past, once they fruits, they're gone, and it's very important us to stop generating the new ones that lead to the sufferings. And every day we need to strike diligently to reduce the causes of the negative karmas. The best would be one day we stop producing them altogether. So in order to reduce the negative karmas, we need to reduce our negative minds, and then the negative minds decreases, the negative karmas decreases, and then our future sufferings are reducing. And for example, the anger and the attachment, the jealousies, the pride. We don't have to make. We don't have to wait for next life. By reducing our negative minds, and starting the moment we experience the happiness immediately. And even the things we used to be able to such a strong feelings toward, now we have, we are open to them, and found a silver linings behind them. And so it's very, very important for us to start the practice, and also to with the mind that negative minds getting weaker and weaker, our positive minds are developing stronger and stronger. We can start with thinking about how we can make our families to be more happier, to find the true happiness. And then our increase, our minds increase its capacities. Will include other sentient beings, other people. And then can even consider how help our enemies to find the true happiness. So this is how we expand our positive mind of great love. And then we, for the compassions as well, to wish families from sufferings, and slowly we expand to include sentient beings and even our enemies. So whether we can physically do it or not, it's a different matter. But if we have this thoughts in our heart, we feel, we feel such a happiness, in heart. We are already feeling happy. And then there's also second aspect of the of Buddhism mental trainings. It's the good heart need to be accompanied by the wisdoms. For example, for example, if there's a thief coming to steal from us, we can't say, okay, I have a good heart, please steal from me, take it, no problem. It's not the wisdom. It's called stupidity. And so in Buddhism, the wisdom is just as important. It's the combination of the wisdom and the good heart will make us a successful practitioner and give us the capability to defy our delusions and give us the ability to help others. So, and in order to control our negative karmas, and in order to deal with our negative minds, we really need to understand the downside of the negative minds. The negative minds will never bring us any type of happiness. And it's just a matter of sooner or later, it produces the sufferings in us. We need to remember that. And so we can control them. But because we don't know the downfalls of the delusions, we are of listening the Dharma. Our lack of analyzing the Dharma and practicing the Dharma. So whenever the delusion arises, immediately we take refuge in them. They control our body, speech, and the mind, and we are truly the slave of our negative minds. And if we are a practitioners, we need what we need to do is the moment the delusion arises, we need to recall its downfalls, and then use the antidotes to get rid of, to throw it out of our minds, so it doesn't control our speech, doesn't control our body, and we stop generating negative karmas. So this is, we need to, meanwhile, we need to cultivate the positive mind. And a very good way to help us to do this is to take, to practice Vinaya.
明明在位的间，现任是正面千边王本间边样都不嘛，论中的上面的干净开背，逐渐装卡包，老上茶别下拉所望的。明明在位的间，现任是正面千边王本间边样都不嘛，论中的上面的干净开背，逐渐装卡包，老上茶别下拉所望的。